man is used to get the lady's money.
For us, our child need to get a pocket money. And that pocket money is not on the transport money.
It's just money to spend on yourself.
I just closed my eyes with so much pain. When I get my envelope.
It cannot even be for 1 year. Because either mbana kufunide
Marriage is not a straight line, but every day we strive to make it straight. Marriage is not a straight line,
But every day we strive.
Hello, welcome to Wives Rising. We are Wives Rising. Hello, our viewers. How are you out there? Today we have a lot to talk about, and we are going to talk about finances. But before we go ahead, let us introduce ourselves again. Wives Rising, here I'm seated with
Barbara Emiru.
and I'm Sandra Lubanga. We are
Wives Rising.
And our slogan is
Marriage is not a straight line,
but every day we strive to make it straight. Yes, ladies, marriage is not a straight line. It's a work in progress. We always work hard. So don't say that, hey, mama, those ladies. No, we are working together. We are growing together. That's why we keep on wanting your views. You also tell us your experience. How are you handling it? We are telling you what we think is right, but you might have experienced it in a different way. So go ahead and share with us. How is your experience in that topic we are discussing about? And in case you have a question, also go ahead to ask us a question, because that question can draw us into another discussion that can benefit all of us at large. And then, my ladies, today we are going to talk about finances in marriage. We all know finances is one of the most key things we need in marriage. Actually, it is very important, and at the same time, it is dangerous. Actually, research shows it's one of the second things for divorce after infidelity. So you find if it's not infidelity leading you into divorce, it might be money issues when you don't know how to handle finances. And yet we need money, we need those finances. So how do we handle our finances in marriage? That is that we are going to talk about, especially on our side as ladies, because you find, like, in most couples, when you're to do research, women, we don't bring in a lot compared to men. And then there's other women, we tend to be stingy with our own. Actually, the Baganda have this thing, akasente ke chichala, akasente ke chala. But in the current situation where we are, it is a two-way thing. We need to work in hand with our spouses. We need to be supportive. We need to have so many ventures that can lead us to have finance, and then even also how to keep them, how to make ourselves grow financially without straining the husband, without straining your wife, if it's the other way around, because when there are some women that earn more compared to their men, and then men are seated home, unfortunately, waiting for the woman to come and do everything. At the end of the day, when a man is not given money, it also becomes another hassle. Actually, there is the other is money for women, but currently there's also seneza for men. And then men are becoming violent when a woman does not give a man money, a man who stays home. So today we are going to discuss how can we handle finances as ladies in our marriage. How can we be somewhat, we need life experience. You're going to tell us, how are you handling your finances? Or what do you think is the key, the best way that can help us not fight, because even currently, men are getting stressed because of finances. Do you know why where it comes from when they say that men die earlier compared than women? That is, so many responsibilities. They have so many things to do. They have the fees, the home, so many bills on them. You find like they do not rest. But as ladies, especially if you're working, tell us, How do you handle finances? So, yes, Barbara.
As when I was newly married, we actually did not talk about the finance bit when we were getting married. So I entered marriage. I'm making my own money because I was working and he was making his own money. So we didn't know how to handle finances. Actually, it trained us a bit because I didn't know how much he earns, so I could ask for it. By the way, for me, of course, we start with the house where you rent. I could tell him I want this kind of house. It's expensive because it was also fresh. He was 2 years out of campus. I'm just out of campus, and people. Men at that age, they're not really stable. The kind of house I wanted, he could not really handle. So, and when you want, my friend, because my friends are coming to visit me, and I didn't want to be in a local place, I wanted to be in Nigeria. So we really suffered a bit because actually for me, what actually made us struggle is because I didn't know how much
Yeah.
So my demands were too high for him. So you could find that he could stress, trying to make ends meet, and he could not open up somehow. When you're newly married, you don't want to expose your weaknesses, you want to act like as if you know everything. So we struggled. I was expensive for him, and my money was my money. So it was a bit hard. So I advise you talk about
openness, transparency,
especially for men. Tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, this is how much I have, so that I do not pressure you, I do not stress you with my
I feel like when you say especially for men, it's true, but I also say for us all.
Yes.
When we got married, we got 2 counselors. One was at church, then we had a lot of couples, about 7 couples. But everywhere we would meet, every time we would meet them, we had harder. Finances were one of the things that bring marriages struggle. My husband was so business oriented, wants to make the family, run financially stable very fast. So we inquired a lot. And we would ask people, how do you handle your finances? The one that stood out for me amongst the 7 was the one who told us, because everyone who was telling me, I didn't feel included. As women, we want money to spend randomly. We want, even if it's 10,000, when I'm going to spend it randomly. When you limit that woman from that thing, there's a way she will starting to hide finances. So this method, one of the couples told us was, get the money all together. So this is what they were doing. They used to get all their money together. So from transparency, it means that everyone knows how much each is earning. So when you get that money, then you give yourselves pocket money. You remove tithe. You give yourselves pocket money. So the lady was telling me that their pocket money was 100,000 per month for each one of them. So the husband would put his 100 in the same place. It would accumulate even to 1 million. And the husband was, how men are, wasn't using the money. Because they had transport, they had pocket money, then they had, pocket money was your money to use for anything you want. So I found it, I was like, as Beatrice wants to use money anyhow, that is the best, And I will not say we borrowed it, because my husband, you don't just spend. So we didn't borrow it, but
it didn't work.
It didn't work in the first years, but after some time we realized that we had to revisit it because I want to be there.
I was actually going to ask you, how did it work for you to combine money in the beginning of marriage?
In the beginning it was hard. In the beginning, I even remember that the diary was brown, newlyweds, we got our diary, we planned finances, rent, we didn't have a baby, all those things. I will not say where the trouble came from.
You can tell us. Why not tell us? Tell us where it came from. Yes, tell us.
But where the trouble came from was that he did not allow the other method of the pocket money. So pocket money became pocket money. I was like, me, I want pocket money. I want to be there and I just buy a shoe and I just, do my nails, even if I've done them last week. Women want to be girls even when they marry. You don't want to be
even when they're married, yeah.
So for the time that wasn't given, That is where the problem came from. He looked at it as
Wastage.
wasting. I looked at it is not wastage. Like
For
it's
me, the
it
problem was, I thought my money is my money.
No,
Me, I entered, by the way,
didn't have that.
I entered my marriage thinking, for me, if I work, it's my money.
Yeah.
The man, you take care of me. Like, he was supposed
It's
to take
his
care of me.
responsibility to
Yes.
take care of you.
So he reached a point and he was telling me, but for you, as we don't see your money. You understand? So that's where the problem
So
came
these are
from.
two problems. There's Barbara who wants our money is our money. Like our
Her money
his
is
money.
is our money.
But Barbara's money
Is
her
hers,
money.
yes.
Me, I didn't subscribe to that school because I wanted us to grow together. My problem was our money became our money.
But
I
giving
feel
you
like
a
I didn't have
portion.
pocket money. Yeah, I didn't want to live on the edge. Me, I have this thing like I'm not going to live forever for 150 years. I need to live in the moment. I need to be able to have my car 100. You know, as women, there's no way you're going to tell your husband to do Barbara's bridal shower. Karim's baby, whatever.
Baby reveal.
Like, so this pocket money saves a lot. Saves a lot of that stress. So this lady was telling me that for them, even the husband doesn't use his pocket money. So she benches it like
Some.
So in that pocket money, it's where she could get the money goes and buys the husband shirts, tops up, things like that. So I feel like there should be a budget, a family budget, and for us, our child need to have like a pocket money. I don't know for other women, but that car money is just good.
Yeah.
And that pocket money is not on the transport money. Like
It's not.
yeah.
It's just money to spend on
Spend on
yourself.
yourself.
Yes.
One thing I can say, first of all, I want to appreciate our viewers. Thank you so much. You give us these topics. Last year we got 2, 3, 4 people who are asking about finances.
Yes.
Yeah, that is why we are bringing it back to dig more. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. And one of the questions that ladies we need to address today, some lady, like she earns more, like Sandra talked about
Than
it.
the
She earns more than the husband, and somehow, somewhere, the husband has like dropped the balls of being the head of the family. So in your conversation, please help that young lady. But me, one thing I would address is it is good to work together, but it is good as a family to just separate a percentage. How much do you earn? Because as Beatrice has just talked about my personal money, we all need it. Me, I've seen my husband need his own money, pocket money. I'm like, Shippy, this is my money. As long as we have separated the percentage
We
that
save for the family,
that we all agree. So if I'm earning that money and I contribute to the family account, maybe like a 20K, then the rest it is my money. Because I have things. There are things that the Lord will tell me to do. Me as Karen.
As Karen, yes.
As Karen. Me, there are so many times when the Spirit tells me, give that one 20K. I mean, and my husband is like, Bagambie Gwe. You cannot trust him in your calling. So many times he reminds me, I said, Bagambie Gwe. The Lord told you, not you.
Okay.
Yeah, don't hurt, Karen. So there are those times when you need your own money and make a decision. So me, I would encourage couples, like I mean, have a percentage. If it is 5%, if it is 10%, then you agree. And who is doing what? In my marriage, in the first years, it did not work because maybe I was not earning. But when I started to earn, we have this thing, who is doing what?
Yes.
Who is doing what? Sweetie, can you do this? Like, you commit to it. If you maybe I'll give an example, if it is to pay the guys who trim the flowers, can you commit to pay that guy?
Yeah.
Then all the time you will pay that person. Can you commit, some ladies
Pay the
commit
maid.
to pay the maids? Some guys commit to buy the gas, the charcoal. I mean,
Pay
who
the
is
power.
doing what? So that you don't burden this other party. The research that I had the why men die first, because men are overwhelmed.
Yeah, overwhelmed by
They have a lot.
responsibilities. Yes.
The person who drives you guys to school, he picks up the children, A, B, C, D. Can you one day be like, this week I'll drive, or this week I'll do this, unless when he's willing. But even if he's willing, do
Also.
a suggestion. Suggest and be like, can I? 1 week for me, 1 week for you. For us, it has worked for us so hard. So this week my husband is sleeping, the other week I'm doing it. Or even in a month I do it. So who is doing what? I think it will help us so much.
Yes,
Karen,
okay,
That's what
continue.
I want to say. relates with hers. It really works for Karine, but I don't know. For me, it has not worked for me, that thing. Because after we failed somewhere, we started, okay, you pay fees, I pay water, I pay electricity. In a way, it kind of divided the home. It feels like if Barbara doesn't have money for Yaka, so we shall not have Yaka.
That is
No,
another
that is,
negotiation.
it's a, yeah, there's,
You be like, you know what,
you can,
Sweepy,
to the Sinamu, yes, Sinamu.
yeah, I know of a couple where she goes back like, I pay the maid, but this time around,
I don't have
am
money.
broke, and the husband will pay.
So that is when all factors are left constant. For some people, when the husband doesn't have money for tuition for kids that term, the kids will not go to school.
That is not right.
That's
They are
not
your kids. It
When-
is not
when I
always
don't
Also,
about
it
one
depends on which man are you helping.
No, that is why we are talking about
The
negotiation.
negotiation,
as a
yeah.
couple.
Talking
you sit
about
on
it.
that table
The
and be
negotiables
like, you
in-
know what? Mukwana, this time around I'm broken.
Sirinamu,
Thank you.
Sirinamu.
But me, I'll contribute maybe the 4 millions because you have it. You have to be sincere. And God is watching. guys.
God is watching.
We are Christians.
For me, the where I want to see my marriage reach is where one of our mentors are. A place where we are not dividing roles. We are budgeting for the family. When the money comes, we have budgets. The other guys have envelopes. Water, umeme, house maintenance, everything has an envelope. When the money comes, they put it on the table, they divide that your pocket money. I feel like that is one of the ways of having a harmonious harmonious home.
Yeah.
The thing, what has happened when women start saying that I'm the one paying water, the man is the one paying the service providers, whatever they are doing, then women, there's a way it has given women this thing to feel like they are like men. Like, osasula amazi nange nsasula umeme. What are you talking about?
No,
Leta abiri kukundi.
Kumeza.
Beatrice,
But,
to me, and actually, for our viewers, it is find your rhythm. Me,
Exactly.
I've never felt like a man because I pay the guy who trees and flowers. I've never.
No,
Actually, to me, it's a privilege. I will give an example. To me, and every time I don't have, I come back, we talk about it.
yeah, everything moves on well when you have the money. When the money is there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've seen. But a problem comes in when someone does not have money.
Yeah.
For example, the method, both methods actually, because if it's a joint account, meaning I bring. If it's dividing roles, she does, I do. But everything works smoothly. But a problem normally in finances, where it comes from, when one couple has, another couple does not have. For example, now, there is a woman who has, she is working, a man does not work. A woman does everything. But when you go back to your method where your mentor says
Envelopes.
envelopes, do you see, actually this lady who wrote to us, she's going through depression because she thinks the man is kind of useless, the man is not working enough, the man has failed to get out of his comfort to go and bring the money for that envelope. Like entirely everything rotates around, like she has become the man, and at the same time, she is the woman.
So that takes us to the topic of interchanging roles.
And me,
because in the moment that woman has
Beatrice, it is not interchanging because me, I'll address now because I made research on it a little bit so that in our kindly me, I would advise appreciate the seasons. The fact that your husband is not working.
Yeah, it's
no,
not
there
a
is
big
no
deal.
dividing who is doing
Who's doing
what.
good? Yeah.
Because now I would say, Madam, appreciate the season that now you're so blessed that you can even do all things when your husband is not in the position. When we are in church, for better for us.
Yes.
So in the beginning, he was working. That's why even married, I don't remember you married. Maybe, okay, not remembering, but I don't think you paid your dowry. I don't think you paid your dowry. Meaning this person, he was trying.
Yeah.
So this season,
Unless when you paid your own dowry.
appreciate them right now. Seasons are going to change as you pray, as you believe, because really these men are anointed to be the heads.
In my
Things are going to change.
In my opinion, you people, it was not easy for me to get my salary and hand it to my husband.
Yeah, it is not easy, but you have to learn.
I think this lady, get your salary, give it to your husband to distribute it because the head of the family. Yes, you work, get the money and give it to him because then he will know I have all her salary. For example, for me, what is working for me now? Because we are tired of arguing. I just closed my eyes with so much pain when I get my envelope. Because after all, I measured, woman, how much do I earn? I get 1.5. How much does he earn? He's in maybe 10 or, a lot more. I'm like, I eat my money and it gets done and I still ask him. So to stop my brain from,
Mothering and all that.
when they give me my envelope, I hold it with so much pain. And I give it to mommy.
This is also beautiful. I love that.
It is him. But okay, by now I know how much percentage he will give me. He will get my 200K and he will give it to me. I was like, hey babe, this is your money. Then he will distribute the money. Then he will tell me, honey, I put this money in repairs in the savings scheme. I did this, we bought this and this. And right now, the peace I have, because I know even if I don't give that, even if I need to transport, even if I need what, honey, I don't have fuel. Can you fuel the car? It is his responsibility because my friend took my money. They say, yeah, baby. I just I don't. And now, because he knows I don't have money, the money he's giving me, maybe I give to my jaja, maybe I help someone. I don't have money.
Yeah, actually,
But Barbara's method has worked for so many people.
Yeah, it has not even.
Yeah,
she told me, for her she presents all the money. And now me, I'm working, he's working. We do the other method.
Your method,
what are you doing? Well, we are dividing roles and it is working for me.
Yeah.
When I'm not in the position, I go back and I speak.
But also as a woman, you have to be wise. You're not supposed to be empty.
No.
Even if yes, I ask him, I know I have to have backup.
No, the thing is, we are talking about here transparency. And then we said, know your rhythm. Because if there is getting the whole of your money and give it to the guy. A guy is not working. Like if that money is over, you will be in debts. And there is nothing that is going to kill you as debts. There is nothing.
Rhythm, that's when rhythm comes in.
Yeah, you have to be very wise. We might get your man and give it to a man, but it's different for a man who is not working. You get all your salary, your 1 million, and give it to this gentleman, and then within 1 week, it is over. Meaning you're going to spend the rest of the month in debts.
You're right, Sandra. That's why me, I encourage you, my young sister. Do the basics.
Yes.
Just like a husband, when your wife is not working, they do the basics. Actually, in most cases, we tone down.
Yeah.
So, do the basics. Leave him to tone down a little bit. Pay the school fees, pay the house bill. Do the basics. But the things of maybe babysitting him, let him also tone down. Because I've seen women who tone down when they are not working. Yes.
The man should tone down.
Yes.
Yeah?
But no,
the man is a man.
The money, no. The fact that you get all your salary and give it to a person who is not earning, my dear.
Also, now let me tell you,
it's not practical.
First of all, you know your husband because if you've been with your husband for some time. I know how my husband spends money. Yeah. So I know if I know that if I get all my money and I give it to this man. We are going to reach in 1 week and we're going to have money. Then don't give him all the money.
Yes.
Some of the money that will make you go throughout the week.
Wisdom.
If your husband will do it, then it's okay. But find your rhythm.
Yes.
If you know that this man, if I give him the money, won't survive the next.
Actually, you people,
be wise.
I have a story that has just happened recently. Briefly, I'm going to talk about it shortly. There is this couple. It's a Christian couple. They got married. And the man was not working by the time they got married. But as you know, with the support of friends and family, the wedding was the wedding managed to happen. And then they've been the lady has been working a very good job, a high profile job in a bank for like 10 years. After they spent like 15 years in marriage. But then the time has reached and the woman's job is kaput. But for the whole of these 15 years, the gentleman had never looked for a job. and the woman has been using the method you're talking about. Brings the money, gives to the gentleman. Kids are in international schools. But you people, to cut the story short, right now the lady is so depressed, and the lady is working on the divorce process. No reason being, they have worked the whole of last year when things are not working well. The gentleman is also very bitter.
For those 15 years, what has the man been using the money for?
To plan.
Of course, to plan.
The blood used to bring the money, and then the man plans how they're going to do this, buying this, and then even the man,
things that are standing.
Yeah.
Of course, they built their house because she was.
House, the children go to school.
Yeah.
There is food in the house.
And the good thing is working for a bank. You know the benefits of a bank. You can get the benefits of a bank. You get a house loan. You get those things of house loans, and which is how they've been able to build like a house. But then the lady is like, I do not want anything. Let me just run for my dear life because the guy is so bitter. The violence is too much. Even
Where is the violence? Where did it come
and the man is used to get the lady's money. And then the man is demanding, where is the money? Go get another job. Where is the money?
What has the guy been doing?
It is true story.
It is a true story. And the lady who died in Nigeria, the famous musician, that is the same thing that had happened. This woman
the husband is telling her, go and look for a job.
Yes, the husband is ready, willing to receive the money every month because that is the thing that... That is the thing that has been working on. Like every month you're supposed to come and give me your 10 million.
No.
Let's Beatrice say something.
Not Beatrice. It cannot even be for 1 year. Because either mbana kufunide ekigali ky'amanda oba ekigali ky'ebikajjo. But the truth is,
I get your job, capital.
We've seen these scenarios in society. All those men, I think they are born from one mother. All those kind of men who want to receive from women and not know their position, that they are supposed to work and provide for family. Men who are sane and they are not from that one mother of theirs. They don't even accept. They will say, baby, no, plan for that money, let me look for a job. This man will go out and come back with no job for 5 years. And then the 6th year, he will get a job.
Yes.
But when you find a man that is just taking, what happens that this woman loses his respect for you. They lose. Like, let's be truthful, we are all women. Like with time,
Respect them.
yes. So men should man up. I happen to have grown up here in Mengo. I keep telling people, even if you throw me in another country with nothing,
I'll survive.
I'll work and I'll get money.
That's the mentality.
Like, I cannot believe a man can be there for 15 years.
15
What I'm talking
years.
about, I also have a real story which I'm not going to say. It is the same thing. But I've seen that all these women who go through this, they end up being bitter. All of them.
Yes.
They end up being bitter.
Actually, right now, the woman is on the run. The woman is on the run. Can you imagine? The woman is on the run right now.
For a job, and for him, he has been sitting for 15
And do you know why this woman was doing this? She had faith that with time my husband will get money.
And which sometimes
It's true, yeah.
that God will provide, especially for a person who is out there wanting to earn his role back. God will see your sweat.
Yeah.
Me, I'm looking at this person, 15 years, not looking for a job. This person is not a man.
Yeah. He's comfortable.
But you know, there are women who have even tried to look for jobs for these men.
Yes.
And they refuse to work. The men just refuse to work.
Basabira wabo.
So many.
By the way, there are so many.
There are so
Actually,
Their mother, like people say, their mothers of
one.
but
What I certain feeling is like I see.
you know, she love.
There are those moments.
You know when we say these things, yeah.
Like at least this person is not working.
Yeah, I know you guys.
Yeah, my husband, you know, you will support them.
Yes.
We go to our leaders. We sit on the table, and my husband sit for 15 years, and I'm giving him. No
Yeah, actually, that was the mistake that she really did. Yeah. But they tried out different ventures, but the man was not man enough. Even with different ventures, the money would just die from there. But ladies, that was finances for us. Tell us also, what do you think? What has been your experience? Which method are you using? How? Tell us, because we are still struggling, even us. We are still on the journey, like we tell you. Tables keep turning, tables keep turning. But if you read something from you, you can tell us, and then as we wind up, can you tell us your conclusion?
In my conclusion, just as there are types of men who do not want to work, men are fed up with women who do not want to work.
Yes.
Men are fed up with women who feel like, I just have to receive.
As
As if it was written somewhere, what do you bring to the table? I keep hearing that word. I bring kids, I bleed in the labor suit. Yes, you bleed in the labor suit, but majority of the marriages start off when people are young. People need to support each other. You need to support your husband. If you want him to run 1,000 miles in 1 month, you need to plan. You need to support him. People do businesses. Husbands make businesses, and wives do not even want to know. They don't even want to support. They will not even pass there. They will not even want to know. But I'm encouraging women. Kameza money is my money is my money. That's Sandra's what she keeps crying. Like, people shall talk about finances. Today we've come and we've talked about finances. Your money is not your money. Your money
is our money.
Yeah, and when you have that mentality, men easily give women who sacrifice, women who, like, they find it easy. Yeah, last time she did this, I can also do that. And those are men also from another mother. The ones who don't resemble the other ones. So these ones who are from this good mother, they will see that support and they will appreciate it. We've seen women who are in their 40s, they are not working. They're even sitting home, they're like, Mwami agambo, mchala wange yakola nnyo, mchala yafuba. You see? Yeah, let's try and support our husbands.
Yeah, thank you so much. Beatrice, Barbara, conclusion?
But if you're a husband and you're still struggling looking for a job, at least help at home. Housework. So that by the time I leave the office, work is done. At least you're saving.
That's a killer.
Me as me, that is what has worked for me. I surrender my money because at the end of the day I'm earning less really. So at the end of the day I'm still going to ask him. I put my money on the table, and by the way that has caused transparency. Because if I put my money on the table, he'll definitely tell me how much he earns. Because right now, Sitawana, I know. So I know his money is on this debt. He has money in the account. We distribute it. So
Okay, Karen.
My fellow ladies, wives here, that's why marriage is not a straight line. But I'll go back to find your rhythm first of all. Study this person. If this person is so liquid, kindly don't borrow Barbara's idea. If he's liquid. But if he's solid, this person who knows how to plan, kindly surrender. But me, I would say find your rhythm and forge it.
Yes.
In our last videos, we talked about putting on your working shoes. Yeah, I support ladies who work. Kindly go work. And men, dear men, kindly don't be like the other person who wanted to sit for 15
years.
And for this case, it is not just the two of you. Kindly go seek for help, because this is a disease that is going to eat you up.
Yes.
If men are fighting for women to support them, who are you to support the whole family for 15 years?
Yeah.
So seek for help. This is not something to joke around. But my parting shots, find your rhythm, plan. See what works for you, because money is very, very, very sensitive. And another thing, appreciate the seasons. If you're a person who is earning more than your husband, as long as he's working, kindly do and appreciate him. Leave him up there, but support, because it's just a season. It will pass, and the Lord will bless you.
Yeah.
And pray for the grace.
For the grace. Yes, thank you, ladies. One thing that you've left out, let us be generous as ladies as well. You know, generosity comes with blessings. Actually, of late, last month, we were in Valentine, and we called a certain lady. She was like, hey, I also need something. Can you call my husband? I was like, what has she given me? She works, but she will not even buy a hanky. And yet I give her everything. But she will not even sacrifice to buy just a simple hanky of 2,000 shillings. So sweet ladies out there, we as ladies in our finances, you might not be using that. You might be using Beatrice's method. You may not be using Barbara's method, you may not be using Karen's method. You may be having your own method, because there are some men who say, I don't want to know. Her money is her money. When your man gave you freedom, your money is your money. It's your little money. Use it the way you want. But don't be selfish. Be generous if you want to receive more. Because in the end, when you're not receiving from him, you start saying, blah, 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 blah. He spends money on other women. He's selfish. Yet, even you are selfish. So in finances, generosity, even the Bible tells us, a hand that gives is better than a hand that receives. So we should put that at the back of our mind. We have been Wives Rising. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and we are waiting for comments, because we know you have ideas about these things.
Also desire to learn from you.
Yes. Thank you so much. God bless you.
See you next
Bye.